now it's going funny.
30 minutes of play. So, just to recap, this is the PCT, so the local NHS funded weight management programme. It's been piloted here and I believe also in Manchester. So it's a very, very new scheme. I've brought some of the members along to meet you. So this is Gina, Jasmine, Patricia and Henry. Henry joined in the first, so what we call cohort, and these are from our second cohort where things have been slightly refined. So what I'd like to do is just tell you a little bit about how the programme works, and then I'd love you to be able to ask them questions what they think about the programme. Basically, it's an all-encompassing programme covering both dietary help with regards to things like cooking classes, teaching about label reading, new government standards on labels, also things like sort of how many you find a day, number of calories, all sort of government sort of daily amounts that they should be having. They also then are provided with quite a range of different exercise in the area which is all free to them. Things like gym use, yoga, swimming, anything that we can manage to get on board. And then we also have a life coach on board, so he helps with the sort of self-motivation aspect of getting fit, changing lifestyle, losing weight. So it's a new programme in the sense that it's covering sort of mental, physical aspect of losing weight rather than just picking out individual points. We cover quite a lot of people on the programme. We look after about 180, which will be 250 by next year. So we see a large number of people, and it's obviously a very ethnically diverse population, so we cover a lot of issues with regards to sort of cultural. But what I'd really like is for you to now talk to the members, ask them any questions. They have a lot of questions to ask you, I'm sure. Particularly about, I think, feedback on the programme, I'd be interested to hear. I think we also would be interested to hear if there's what the World Health Organization has in mind for the growing obesity epidemic. And yeah, what sort of policies, because I know there's a lot about children, and whether that's the new shift of focus or if it's adults as well. So I'll leave it to you.
So you said it covers 180 people in the program.
Yes.
How do the majority of those people feel about the program? Do they find it interesting?
Yeah, I think it's a really good program, and I think it's sort of working on prevention rather than cure, because in hospitals it costs so much to stay a night. Why not keep the population physically fit so they don't need to actually end up in a situation where they have to go into and have expensive treatment, So, it keeps the blood pressure down, keeps you fit, and when we've given information about food, the calories, etc., we can sort of program our own sort of health systems, really, isn't it? So, yeah, I think it's really useful from that point of view. And the fact is that everything's within the local area. And I think that's really important. I have to take a little train ride to get here. But, ideally, it would be every little area has its own community centre where people could just walk to it. And, swimming, sauna, that's detoxing. I think in this environment where we are, where they've got the city airport close by, so there's more pollution than there used to be some time ago. I think it's really important to have detoxing, with sauna, physical activities, yoga, which, stops stress. People can actually feel much more healthier then, and it affects their mental health as well as physical.
Being in a community of where, if I'm not wrong, it's like over 60 languages spoken with different, ethnic, background. Is it a problem for people to join the program?
No.
Okay, I understand, but does the program, aside from other things, do a cross-cultural thing, cultural exchange, or learning more about
every culture that wants to partake in it. I came in from a slightly different angle. I came in as a health champion, which is a volunteer group, which was to promote the actual bringing in of people. and to sign up for these various different health plans that they had. So I went in as a volunteer for that, and I actually then became a member of doing the tasks, like the weight loss and the health programme. So I know from that aspect of it that it's on the grounds, and we go out to everybody that we approach. If we can't speak their language, we will help them find someone that can. And it's open to everybody. It's not, there's no closed doors there. And the general aspect, if we're doing cooking, it's had ours taken into the equation as well. So the whole thing is a really broad-based and a real open plan for everybody to join in.
I'm really happy with the programme, especially where I've got kids. So they're encouraged for me as well. They're more alert than they were before, so it's really good.
How for all the four of you, well, how did you came across on this with this weight management program? How were you referred or?
Well, I find it very, very interesting for me personally, and especially because it is very localized, and then it gives me the opportunity to take part in all the facilities that is available for me, and I'm making full use of them at the moment. But I first started here because I suffer a lot with joint problem and back problem, and I started with the exercise and prescription with Christine, and from there I was introduced with weight management, so I joined that also. And from the time I joined that section of it, it's been very beneficial to me. I joined the yoga class, doing the gym, I'm using the gym, also keep in with the Friday session with Christine, so I'm active 3 days in a week. And since I started the yoga, I have noticed quite a lot of change in my body structure, the movement. I was finding very restricted. A lot of pain I used to have in the knee. I find some of that beginning to ease up because I think the work I'm doing with the leg to strengthen the muscles, because you cannot do anything with the damage that's already done, but what you can do is to minimize any more happening by keeping up with this exercise. So I find it very, very beneficial to me, and it is a very cross-section thing. There is all different people who making use of this facility here.
How did you get into the program? Did you enter the program on your own, or were you advised to do it?
We have both.
I was joining a cookery class, I think, and it was to have healthy eating. And then I was approached because my name was on the list, and I was approached, and then I was given the opportunity of joining. But first of all, we have to see if we're overweight, etc. So I was actually swelling up, and my weight was increasing rapidly, and I was feeling very unhealthy. So I mean, this has helped me to maintain my weight, not get any bigger, and also to even lose some weight, and also to feel more healthy. And so it started with a healthy eating program, and then we came here and we were offered, so many other different activities. So that's how I got into it. It was through the food angle, because I've got allergies, and I tend to, when I eat some foods, sort of terrible things happen. So this has helped me to manage, my weight problems and the allergy problems that I've got.
We have quite a few different referral routes. We have our own advertising where we use local newspapers. A large number, probably about 60% of our members come through their doctors.
For the doctor.
Yes, yeah. So in labs 5 and 6, which are the sort of regions within the town hamlets, we have very close relationships with all the GPs, physios, dietitians, even the larger hospitals, like Mile End Hospital. They know about the programme, we meet with them, and they refer to us very actively now that they've seen that the programme has produced good results. And then some
Health
people,
champions.
Yeah.
We actually go out to libraries, supermarkets, any public doctor surgeries, and we will stand there, we will approach people and just explain what's going on. One of the big things we actually put on is that it's free, because people will, if they think you're trying to sell them something, they will back off. But if you can say to